Do you think a civil war is going to happen due to this?
With the civil rights, white supremacist thing that came out?
Yeah, because that's not the end of it. It's going to happen more.
I don't think civil war is going to happen now.
Because they're comparing Black Lives Matter
to the White Lives Matter.
Yeah, they're
too.
saying if you're going to take down Robert E. Lee, you need to take down Martin Luther King.
But see, Martin Luther King was fighting because of us as being slaves.
I know, but they're saying that he basically, caused people to riot. He basically, and they were saying that he did bad things like cheat on his wife and did unchristian things.
I mean, I get that. I get all that. And people are going to say whatever they want. But here's my thing. We can go down a list of people that were slave owners for years.
Right.
As presidents of
Right.
the United States of America, of our leading thing.
Right.
So for somebody like Martin Luther King, who's one black man who tried to lead us out of slavery from all the years and pain you cost us, why the fuck should we take down anything? That's my rule and my thing of it. So, give me one, bro.
And that was my point. Like, why it should be a compromise. You know what I mean? Like, if America's going to a point where black people and white people should live together, you should take down the people who wanted to separate.
I can see them saying take down the flag, but
the statue.
The statue. I mean, fuck it. Keep the statue there. I mean, at the end of the day, it's been there. It's been there for years. So we can't make it seem like all of us.
Put it somewhere else. Put it in a
in a museum. But then they're gonna say, "Well, put Martin Luther King away in a museum."
No.
Martin Luther King brought
You
the
talk
country
about
together,
Robert
though.
E. Lee, dude?
Yeah.
Nah, the reason why they saying we can technically say put him away is because he fought against America. That's like having
he did.
Hitler statue in America.
It was
like
just
this
on
dude
America's soil.
was he was the leader of the Confederate who was fighting the America to say, I
don't wanna
don't
be a part
like
of
the
y'all.
way you American niggas run shit. We want to run a country.
We wanna be our
So the
own
country,
shit.
no, not we want to be our own. We want to own this. Like we want.
Oh,
it
Robert
want to be
Lee.
our rules. Like y'all can't
Oh,
tell
yeah, the
us
whole-
what
they
to
want-
do.
they wanted to take
like
the
we
whole
kind of
thing.
want like.
But I thought they was just trying to separate.
Well, it was. They were trying to separate, but I'm sure eventually they will probably want
Trying
to
to take the
try
whole
to take
thing.
over,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
eventually,
yeah.
if you
I never,
separating,
I never paid attention. I never knew Robert E. Lee. I know he was Confederate, but I never knew they fought like America. Like
yeah, it was it was the North versus the South.
Yeah, but America was the South, and they wanted to. They kind of
America was
wanted
the North,
America
I
to
think.
leave them alone because America didn't like the fact that they had slaves.
Yeah.
So they was like, all right, leave us the fuck alone. Y'all go do what y'all want to do. We gonna do what we want to do. And like you said, they probably was like, "Are we stronger and we tougher than we gonna take?"
I mean, that's a valid point. Then take that motherfucker out of here.
Now,
This
you
is
can
America.
put him in the museum, just like there's Hitler in the museums. Like
Right,
maybe
right,
not
right.
a statue of him, but it's shit he did.
And in Germany, they don't see
Yeah.
a lot of Nazi. They don't see a lot of concentration camps because they burned them down.
Yeah.
But you can go to a museum to remember what happened. So
Okay.
you don't need Robert E. Lee standing out there just like this shit is.
And that's like a
our
disrespect to
town. You don't need
America.
them
And he
relax.
lost.
Yeah.
This nigga lost.
Yeah, like when you
This
get
nigga
trophies
lost.
for losing.
It's like right. It's like having when the NBA is done and there's no more basketball, and you got the motherfucker in the front of the NBA building, and you can't just have like James Harden there just because he was good if he never won a chip.
Right.
You,
You
not even
put
James
Jordan.
Harden. It's like right, but even just to make it. I mean, I
You
guess
don't
the
need
dude
to put
was somebody.
Barkley.
Right. You got to put somebody who
Right.
won. Like you
Yeah,
can't just put a
yeah.
nigga who didn't win.
Right.
You
I,
lost,
I
nigga.
You
put-
lost.
I put Ori up there before Barkley. You
But like,
feel me?
if I was the Confederate people, I wouldn't even want his ass up there. Like,
I
y'all, you the motherfucking reason why we can't have no slaves, motherfucker. Fuck you, Robert.
I need
You-
to put Trump up there.
right, like I don't even. So I get why it was coming down. Just the reason why the Confederate flag, like the reason why you can't have the swastika in Germany, like. It didn't. That shit's over. Like you
y'all
just can't.
lost.
Y'all lost. Like it's elite. You can't. Like they said, the one dude was a story about one dude in Germany, and he gave like the Nazi salute or something. And he got his ass whooped because it's just not something you can do there. Like that shit's done.
Yo, America really is about war though, because if you think about sports, it's all about war. My team versus yours. We gonna win. We gonna conquer this thing. Like yo,
Every country is a gang.
Every
but
country.
is
It's
that
just a game.
adrenaline? Because that's what thrives us though. Competition, adrenaline.
But see, it's
power.
cool when it's friendly.
like jobs, even jobs.
Power.
It's power. People like to be in charge and power.
Everybody wanna be in
That's
charge.
true.
And I think
Power.
the fact that, over in England, the fact that it was a king and it was a couple people,
Mm-hmm.
probably like us, like man, he just like us. That nigga ain't smarter than us. Why
Mm-hmm. True.
can't we live like him? Belt.
True.
Went over to America, tried to take their own shit and tried to build their own shit, knowing that my family is gonna be able to live. That's probably that's what I'm thinking that the settlers were thinking. Like, listen, this king ain't no different than us.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? People start realizing the shit, and then it's like, okay, well, we want our own. We want to be our own kings.
True.
That's what
Somebody's
America
gonna
is.
always want to be the leader. Like, it's rare you get a Golden State. That's why Golden State is the best team in the league. Every other team in the league, you got one person that kind of wants to run that team.
America used to be Golden State because nobody.
You
know what I
talking
mean?
about what, like 13 colonies days? Since
Nah,
there was
like-
presidents, no one.
Nah,
would,
when we was
there's always
when we was
somebody in charge.
expanding, Like, I would say like 1940 to like 1980, because everybody was just trying to eat, and now it's like
no,
now it's like New York, Cali.
bro, there was slaves. Someone was in charge. There was always somebody with the power.
Somebody's at the power there, the juice.
There's somebody.
You
there's-
talking about deeper? Like it's like he said 13.
Maybe you talking about maybe when there was like tribes and they Native Americans, and even then there was a chief. There was always somebody in charge. Always. There's always a president. If there's a president, he's in charge. And then
He
made
was like the coach, but I'm saying like it wasn't.
it was him and his crew.
I'm saying black people, white people was all working together. Everything was vibing.
President. He the
When?
owner.
When was the
President, the
black people
owner. I
walking
think the
in
vice
charge?
president is the coach.
Right, just like
When was black people and white people working together?
I'm saying, dog,
Never.
we was vibing.
The
at
answer
one
is
point.
never.
We was vibing
When?
at one point for like
Civil
10
rights?
years. Nah,
When?
from like 1990 to like 2012.
No. We're getting better. I mean, we can't say we were vibing. I mean,
From
Jim
1990
Crow.
to 2012, we was vibing, bro.
2000
Like,
what?
White bitches was loving the black niggas.
That's
Bro,
always
you
that
talking
shit
about
always.
in high school. Like, I feel what you saying. You talking about from your perspective. It ain't no fucking vibe, nigga. And the powers might be are still the white people, but we've come a long way.
Alright, yeah,
But to say that in the 90s shit was cool and black people and white people felt equal as black people, nah, I think black
It is
people.
Alright, so
crazy.
look.
Go ahead.
Okay, so look, is are they trying to knock civil rights off the map? Like the movement from Martin Luther King, because now they're trying to they're bringing out the neo-Nazis, they're bringing out the transgenders, they're bringing out the gay rights. So it's like they're trying to make it seem like, okay, well, black people didn't have rights, but gay people don't have rights either. So
Right.
now I feel like it's kind of like change. It's like kind of changing the history of America, as far as like they're making it seem like it's not as significant to be.
Black. Like,
Yeah.
like what y'all got to be worried about.
Yeah, because I feel a lot of people, white people, like you said, the poor white people be like, well, I've had to work all my life. I've never had white privilege. But at the end of the day, you won't get in trouble for something I'm gonna get in trouble for. If I'm on the street smoking a blunt, I might get in trouble. But you can be on the street smoking a blunt, you're gonna be like, hey, throw that out. You know what I mean? And I've seen it happen. So I guess my point is,
Do you think do you think they ever cared? We never got reparations. We never got they never cared. It was always slavery happened, motherfucker, get over it. Or slavery happened, we all ain't slaves, y'all still can't sit on the same bus as us. Oh, y'all still can't go to the same schools as us. It was never accepted to the point where it was like,
Right.
oh, we feel sorry for y'all.
right?
No.
That's what I'm saying. So this country can never be united because there will never be an admittance to the point that
Right.
There's,
No. Yeah, it was never. There would never
Yeah.
be.
There
Like,
had, there, there's
the
still
only way to
white
admit it is to
privilege
hook us
alive,
up.
right?
Only way to admit it is to hook us up.
Right.
Yeah.
Like ain't no, cause think about it. Some white people do feel like, yo, that was a lot of white people actually feel like, yo, that was fucked up. But it's not. I don't give a fuck if my man down the street thinks slavery
Because
is
there's a lot of
fucked
people
up.
say it wasn't
I'm
me.
talking about
they say it wasn't me.
Right. I feel you.
And they be like, I still shouldn't be out of a job or have less chance.
But there's
of
a lot of
job.
people that do think it was fucked up. There's a lot of people who do think, yo, we should help them out. But they can't help us out. My man down the street can't help us out.
It's all
But
about
the
the-
powers may be can be
Right,
like, yo,
can help
y'all
us
got
out.
set back. Y'all ain't got to pay taxes.
Yeah, y'all
or
right.
y'all got set back. Yo, we gonna pay y'all $400 a week or $200 a week for the rest of your
So
life.
will bleaching
you know what I
your
mean?
skin become more popular?
I don't think that's gonna matter because at the end of the day, if you bleach your skin, it may still not work out for you. They're gonna probably still know you a nigga. Like
gonna look
Michael's the
out fine
only
now.
one who Michael Jackson was the only one who bleached it and it
Sammy
looks.
Sosa.
Did Sammy Sosa bleach his skin?
Fuck yes, but he looks like Sammy Sosa. He looks like a Charlie Villanueva.
I gotta see this motherfucker.
It's albino.
Okay.
Can't get rid of your features. Jews
Right.
were white.
Right, but they had
They had
no-
Jew features.
yeah, right.
People still like
Jews had big
Jews
lips
get a
and
lot
all,
of slack. Like, I mean, I don't even want to call them Jews. I think that's fucked up. Jewish people get a lot of like they get the neo-Nazi was like F niggers, F Jews, like that. Like they were were putting them down too.
They were distinct. Jews
And
had a distinct.
They had a
look.
distinctive look. Like I don't think it's even
Crazy idea. They had strong
yeah.
attributes.
So
and
you can
everything.
bleach your skin all you want, but you gonna look black.
Yeah, they know. They be like, oh, you're not one of us.
You're not one of us.
We know.
You're not one of us. But that's what I'm saying. The thing is that like I said, a lot of these quote unquote really racist people tend to be. A lot of them came from the offspring of the white people who got fucked up by slavery, and then, like I said, when slavery got abolished, now they became the bottom of the barrel. Usually, when you think of white racist people, and I know this is stereotypical, but they stereotype us too. You think of poor. You think of dirty looking,
True.
grungy looking.
Right.
Now,
But the-
granted, that is stereotypical. There's a lot of people like that aren't racist, and there's a lot of clean white people that are racist.
Yeah.
But like I say, like a lot of the people who are the ones that are that say it's worth going out and protesting are the ones that feel threatened by the fact that, man, yo, we really are becoming.
We can't even fuck our own bitches anymore.
Because with all the quote unquote stuff they're seeing
niggas
about
fucking
black
my
people,
bitch.
for real.
Well, listen,
they're seeing us rise.
Yo, it's a lot of.
and we got the
black
stereotype of
president?
having bigger, bigger.
And it's a
bigger
lot of-
dicks,
a
we
lot-
fucking-
And
that's
we-
what-
and we
they
be
don't
in
want their
rhythm with the
country back.
music.
Like, they're like, oh, we want our country back. Y'all don't want your motherfucking country back.
White
Y'all
bitch.
want your girl back. They want their girl back.
And then we
they
be
want their job
stroking.
back.
We be in there talking shit to him like, you like that, don't you? Yeah, I know you like
Like,
that. long,
Billy, this
yeah.
isn't what Tyrone did.
Yeah.
You give the hair, but like, shut the fuck up.
They don't talk like their vibrations aren't the way we
It's
do.
the- it's
Just
a
the way
vibe.
we
It's a-
talk.
it's a vibe.
The way we talk is a vibration. The way the timing of how our words come off our tongue. You know what I'm saying?
They don't
how
like
they
that.
speak is hi, yeah, man. Like I'm not everybody. You know what I'm saying? But
They don't like the fact that black music is popping. Black people is popping. Guess
Right.
what? Their people kind of like
black
our
sports-
culture.
Black sports
Yeah.
are popping. NASCAR ain't popping, but football, where most black people dominate, and basketball, black people dominate, is popping in America.
But you know the most-
Baseball, most Mexican people dominate or Hispanic people
it's
dominate.
not. It's not really. I mean, it's a couple white people,
No,
but
it's mostly the Hispanics is the nice
But
ones.
the most popular sport is soccer.
And Hispanic people are the best.
They dominate.
Yeah.
Hispanic people are the best.
Yeah, they be
The
crushing.
The Argentina.
Right.
I mean, I guess
I mean, you
the
might see
Spain,
white people do it in high school.
The
Jamaica
real,
too.
the Real
Jamaica's
Madrid,
but in
Jamaica.
yeah, but in fucking
The
around
ones
world,
that's nice?
World Cup.
It's Pele. You know what I mean?
But yo, Steve made me think though, like the racist people that are always the grungy, the dirty ones. Because I don't know if y'all, I know y'all remember, but remember that day we was shooting a video down the street,
Came with the bat.
and them dudes came with the bat.
Oh, you know that's funny
They
because
dressed
I was
like
gonna bring this
twins.
up on this episode.
They was Hicks.
because of that Charleston shit. But it's good that you brought it up because I forgot about it. Yo, we was about to shoot a video for my man Steve Senna, and we was on the train tracks just turning.
This is about
up.
3 years ago.
Yeah, and these white boys pulled up with the pickup truck. First, if you drive a pickup truck, you automatically an asshole because you automatically think you can drive faster than everybody.
Run people off
you
the
think
road.
niggas got to move out the way when you.
I mean, they had it lifted and everything.
We got to hear that dumb exhaust. Tell your car to shut the
you feel
fuck
me?
up.
What the fuck are you pulling?
Fuck
nigga?
a pickup truck. If you drive
Exactly.
a big ass pickup truck, you drawing.
Right.
Unless you move some shit. If you got a moving company, I
Right.
get it.
Right, but if you don't,
Construction
you just an
company.
asshole. So we on the train tracks, turning up to the music because you know how we do, and these white boys pull up. Two of them, we like 5 deep. 2 white boys pull up with baseball bats,
with
12.
matching, look like twins. They had the same outfit on.
same baseball outfit. Like they just got. done
Only
playing
one of them
baseball.
had a bat.
Yeah.
But yeah, one of them had a bat. The other bull, we ain't know what they
talking
had in the
shit.
trunk
Yeah, he
though.
was
They
just
might have
talking
had a
shit.
shoddy. So he talking shit like, what y'all doing out here? The boy was twisting the bat on some purge shit. You feel me? We like, yo, we out here shooting my man video. What you mean? He like, oh, and then kind of, I guess he kind of like,
He realized it was 5 of us. That's the story. Was he thought it was a bunch of kids. He said some shit. We looked at him like, yo, what's up? Then he pulled up thinking it was about to be an easy lick. And he realized it was like 5 of these motherfuckers. I know I got a bat, but there's only one bat. I'm going to get torched.
Right.
If they thought they could win, it would have went down. They just
Right.
didn't think they could win.
right, they'd have been.
You don't think they
they'd
went
have
home
been- they'd have
mad?
been heroes
They
in
went
their
home mad
hometown.
like, God damn it, we couldn't fuck those niggers up.
Right.
They was mad.
they was ready to go. If the
You don't
other
think
boy
they was mad,
if the
dog?
other boy if they had another, like maybe 2 other people
Or
and they
a
all
gun,
had bats.
or a gun.
Yeah, if it was 4 people, we was fighting.
Yeah, it was
Right.
4.
We was fighting.
Yeah,
Right,
we was.
right,
You
right.
think they just tried to? No, they just knew they was gonna catch this L. It was
Right.
5. Even though we wasn't the aggressors, they just knew. Okay, they're older than we thought.
Right.
Because they were looking from the road. That was
Yeah,
far
yeah,
away.
yeah,
So when they
yeah.
pulled up,
We not like everybody. Everybody not like 6'5".
No, we short and we small. Like, well, most
Right.
people are small, but I'm the biggest dude out there. But they probably like, oh, these are little kids.
Right.
But
Yeah, we
then
gonna
they
run them
pulled
over.
up. They like, all right, it's 5 of them. I don't know. They didn't. We didn't run. So they probably
Yeah.
expecting us to run.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So it was,
yeah,
once
yeah.
they
Or
realized
be
if
scared.
we go at it,
Yeah.
we would have to go at it. They was like,
Right.
fuck it. You know what I mean?
Right,
But
right,
like
right,
you
right,
said,
right.
they would have, if they could take advantage of us, they would have. If it was just 3 of us, or if we was just a little bit smaller, I think they would have tried to do some shit.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I mean that was just a crazy thing, but I mean the reason I brung it up is just because I know we've been talking about a whole lot of racist shit. That was the most racist shit ever. But then, like Steve said, there's some good white people because there was some white lady and white guy who came out to us and was like, what did they say to
Yeah,
you?
what the hell was their
What the
problem?
hell the problem? I live here for 30 years. I never had no problem. Don't listen to them. Do your
You guys
shit.
can
Yeah,
do
they
whatever
do.
You
you
guys,
want.
you're not hurting.
Yeah.
You're not hurting nobody. So it's just go to say that there are some good people out there.
And what you said is key. Is like most of them are.
Yeah.
Like there's not a lot of that. Like there's a lot of closet racists, which is okay because there's a lot of closet racist people that hate Chinese people. There's a but it's not those ones. If I don't care if you don't like me,
Right.
but when you start thinking that I deserve less than you, or when you start thinking that I
It's
can
taught.
kill you,
It's taught though.
Yeah.
Because you know, like you know.
Oh, that's definitely taught. Like them dudes who came with the bat were taught.
Yeah, because when you
To
see
fuck
that
them
video,
yeah.
that little boy in the KKK video, and the black cop standing there with the shield, it's like, you know, racism isn't, you're not born racism, you're
No,
taught.
it's taught.
Yeah,
The
it's
bull-
taught.
Little kid was like this tall, walked up with a whole KKK suit to the cop with the shield, and they was just both looking down at him like, you know what I mean? So it's like a picture, like real picture.
But also too, I mean, I don't even salute them cops because at the end of the day, they allowed this shit to happen.
I'd kick that little nigga.
But listen,
Get the
you
fuck outta
got
here.
you got shields and
Fuck
you got all
outta
these
here.
things, and y'all don't even attack. The thing is, y'all try to contain it. What are you containing? At the end of the day, if it, like I said, if it was black people with torches and we was marching and we were talking about black power,
It's the media. It's the media. You
it's
know
the-
what? Because at the end of the day, white people always have more money, so they control the media. So they can put out anything they want to. It could be just a little nerd ass nigga who would never fight in his life.
We know our
to
rights.
say
We're gonna
some
vote. They
shit.
probably pay for it. They probably
Say
told the cops
some
we're gonna
shit,
do this.
dog.
Well, they said, I don't know if you heard the thing, but they said they filled out a permit and everything. It's just, I mean, it's a protest. I mean, you're
Right, it was
allowed
just
to
a
protest.
protest.
Yeah.
It was
It just
just
got
like-
bad when the people came and said, "Hey, fuck y'all. Y'all ain't gonna be like." It was whites against whites.
Yeah, I didn't really see a lot of black people out
It
there.
really
I seen
wasn't.
a
It was
lot of
in
white people out
Charlottesville,
there.
Virginia.
The
I don't think any
chick
black
that got
people.
killed was white.
Yes, it was all white people. Like it was like 2 or 3.
And I respect y'all. I love y'all. You know why? Because that's how it's supposed to be.
That's what I'm saying. So the media
We
put
don't
shit.
we don't not love y'all or think y'all any less. It's just like it's a lot of the media. It's the media, man, and it's really controlling. Like that's when all the shows we grew up on, all the stuff we kind of learned, infomercials, Sesame Street. It's all media. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you can't really blame people for feeling how they feel off of stuff that they. You know, unless they Amish or they didn't watch TV.
True.
But if you grew up the American way, watching TV, going to school, learning the same things, you're gonna be taught the same things, so you're gonna feel a certain way.
So it's like this. When I walk into a building, I know the stereotype for black people. They're aggressive. They're ignorant. We might
Loud.
rob you. So I go out my way to show that I'm not that person.
Right.
I think white people, they know the stereotype is you're racist. You hate black people. So if you ain't racist, go out your way to prove you ain't racist.
Yo, that was
And
some real ass
that's
shit.
the fucking shit that I see going on in the media. I don't let the fact that there were 20 racist motherfuckers protesting. I see the
1,000.
50,000 people who are like, yo, no, y'all bullshitting. Y'all on some bullshit. I know if it's a civil war, they will lose, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
It's so many white people in power. It's so many, random white people that just like, no, at the end of the day, though, we America. At this point,
But
black
listen,
people are Americans.
When that stuff happened, nobody knew it was gonna happen. So if all those people, listen, I'm not a god. I don't know. I'm just talking of what I think could happen.
Right.
If a civil war happened, and all those people had to be kind of like diminished. That's just how it happens. Just like
What?
back in the day, like the people, the neo Nazis and stuff that are opposed to how America's being ran. They want shit to go back to America.
Right.
Like you said, there's black people and there's white people that oppose to that
Right.
outnumber that
Right.
small group of people.
So you're saying they would
so
lose.
if they got to be diminished or just kind of knocked to the point where that's how we got to change, we got to get rid of those people. Because think about it, when slavery happened, black people were being killed and hung and dicks was cut off and all that, but they had no choice. So these people might not have no choice of what's about to happen to them because they keep spewing hatred. And what happens with hatred? Negativity.
What are you saying though?
That they like, if it is like a war to the point where
You think we're gonna take them out first? Is what you're saying?
I think it might.
I don't
they
think so.
Might get taken out.
I don't think so.
This is not. I mean, first of all, it's not enough people to be a civil war. The Civil War made sense back in the day because there was a lot of people in the South and a lot of people in the North. It's now like 1 million to 1,000. You know what I mean? It's not a lot. It's not even close to. There's a lot, maybe a lot of racist
but
people.
they're on their
There's
way
not a
out.
lot of
They're on their
people.
way out.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So it's not even. It was not even enough to initiate a war. It's like, all right, go to jail, nigga. Like it's not even enough to like make it a war. Like I'm not saying there's not a lot of racist people. It's not a lot of people willing to die for their racism. Like I said, there's a lot of people that may not like black people, but they don't hate them enough to go protest and show their face. Like these motherfuckers hate Jews and black people enough to go show a lot of these motherfuckers lost their job. You know what I'm saying? Like they sent the letter at my job today. I mean, the email and was like, we're discontinuing business with like basically anybody that's affiliated with that.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, like this is a thing. Like it's like
snap.
not a lot of people are
That's what I
willing
mean.
to
They're-
fight, die for that. So it's
that-
not even
that
enough.
is
Only
about
because-
to be diminished.
Because as a
It is
business
diminished.
aspect, if they know
That's
that you're
fake.
involved with racism, they can lose a lot of people, and it's a lot of as they call black people and all the minorities.